This week I'm going to move on to preparation for the Great North Run and stretches. It's highly important that you stretch at the end of the workout so your muscles are nice and warm. This will prevent injuries happening and also will help your muscles recover a lot quicker. So the first two stretches we're going to do are the calf stretch and the Achilles tendon, which are down below the knee at the back. So the calf stretch, just stand, put the heel back, keep the heel on the floor all the time, body nice and straight, down into the leg. You should feel the stretch at the back of the leg there. If you don't feel it, just put your heel back a little bit further. To make it slightly more intense, you could lean against a wall and push against there, and that'll push the calf a little bit tighter. To stretch the Achilles tendon, which is just below the calf, in between the calf and the heel, just come up on your toes, bend your knees slightly and push down through the toes. That'll stretch that area there. These are two very, very important stretches when you're doing long distance running and running a lot of miles and a lot of time on the roads. The next stretch we're going to do is for the quad, which is the top of the leg. So standing on the leg you're standing on, keep slightly bent. Bring the other knee towards it and bend it and bring them together. This here, I'm leaning against the wall, that's just for balance. If you can do without it, that's perfect. Knees together, bend the knees standing on, nice and upright, and you'll feel a stretch through there. Again, all these stretches around about 30 seconds. The next stretch we're going to do is for the hip flexor, which is this one here. When you're running any sort of distance, you've got to remember, lifting your leg up, you're working this muscle group all the time, and it's often not used to stretch. So, for this, keep the knee on the floor, put the other leg forward, and then you push forward on this knee. So the other knee, you push forward on there, and lean into that, and that stretches right the way up there. If you can't feel the stretch, just put the leg further back, or the other leg further forward, and you'll feel that stretch there. Again, it's really important that you stretch this one. It's often missed by runners. The next stretch is for the inside of the leg. Again, when you're running, these two muscles are used all the time, so it's important to get them stretched. Take your legs out to the side. Right, keep your body upright. Turn 1 foot away from you. Right, so you're actually going to work into this area by pushing forward on this knee. As you push forward on the knee, you'll feel the stretch in there. Those of you who are a lot more supple than I am, push the foot further away, push down on there, but keep this upright. Most important thing about this is that you get a stretch on there, and also the knee that you're pushing forward on doesn't go in front of your toe on that leg, because that's putting pressure on your knee. Once you've done that, turn this foot in, that one away, and then turn and you do the opposing side. We're now going to stretch the back of the leg, which is the hamstring. That's going from the bottom down to the knee at the back. We have in previous weeks shown you a stretch, but we're actually going to do another one which involves putting your leg up on something to stretch it a little bit more intensely. So as you can see, I've got my leg up here. It's probably a little bit higher than you need, but it is stretching this area all the way here through to this part here. Again, something slightly lower may be better. Those of you who are supple could probably even get higher than this. The leg you're standing on, keep slightly bent. You should be able to feel that without leaning forward, but if you don't, you can either bend this leg a little bit more, that will put more pressure on it, or you can actually lean forward a little bit, and that will take the stretch there. One thing to remember, if you pull your toe right back towards you, you're probably feeling more of a stretch in the calf. So relax your foot forward, and then lean forward, and that will isolate this muscle a lot better. So this is the last of the basic stretches I'm going to show you today. We may come on to more complex stretches later on, but the main stretches have been done today. We're going to work into this area here. So keep the other leg straight. Take the leg that you actually want to stretch, put it over there and pull this in. So you can probably feel that already. From there, get this arm across and pull that way. And you'll feel a stretch right all around this area. Hold that 30 seconds, well, up to 30 seconds, and then just change. So that leg comes up, pull it in first, across, and pull across. With this, try not to hold your breath, just nice and relaxed with the breathing.